It's a couple days later from my previous video on how to fix this Schlage lock. And I know I'm saying the word wrong, but it is what it is. And previously I was having problems with it. If you put in your code and engage the lock, it would just spin or kind of partially spin or partially engage. And today, guess what? It started partially engaging again. It kind of dipped down in temperature where I live, and it started slipping again. So I'm going to try something else. In this video, I'm going to take off this back plate, all right, remove these 6 screws, and I'll get back to you when I'm there. All right, so I'm going to remove the portion with the keypad, all right, put that to the side. And now I'm going to remove these 2 T10 screws. And this is going to expose where I was last time, okay? All right, now that I have this taken apart again, I have to now get into the inner workings, all right? So you'll see this little gray plastic piece, all right? And I don't understand why it's plastic. It's like the most important part. Anyways, maybe because they need to keep it light. All right, so you'll see this pin, all right? This little gray plastic piece, all right, pushes this pin. And this pin is supposed to connect to these cogs, all right? So I think what the problem is, the pin isn't actually connecting all the way into these cogs, and it's slipping, right? Sometimes it connects good and sometimes it connects bad, all right? Now I got to figure out why this is happening, all right? You know, is it not pushing up all the way, okay? Or is it kind of going all the way, then slightly releasing? So I'm not sure. Now I have a couple theories, like say if I take this off, okay? All right, now you'll see there is a spring here, all right? So what does this spring do, all right? Well, I'll show you. It spins. Now, is this little motor buggered up? All right, or is this spring buggered up? Now, I have no idea. So we want this, all right, I'm gonna try to get this. I'm looking through the, I don't know if this is gonna go back on easily here. So I'm gonna try to get this back on again seamlessly. Now I gotta, okay, there you go. There you go. Okay, so if I just kind of push this down here. Now, doesn't matter where I put this, okay? Like, let's see if I engage it again. Okay, is it going all the way up? Okay, it seemed okay. Up, down, up, down. So what's making this go up? Well, I'll take it out again, and you'll see this little metal piece, okay? This is going in between where the spring is and going up and down. Now, do I have to maybe stretch this spring out or maybe contract the spring so I make it tighter? All right. I think maybe, because like once it's in there and I pull it this way, it would actually make it easier for it to push up. So maybe if I take the spring, all right, and just pull it a little bit and try to place this back on like that. So the spring is protruding and you can see it's kind of lifting up. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, all right? But it's not going to be as difficult for it to engage. Let's have a look. Let's try that again. Well, I'm going to try this out, and then if this doesn't work, I'm going to maybe contract the spring, like push it, and then put this gray piece back on and see if that will work. But let's give it a shot. We'll have a quick look to see where that spring is for reference, okay? In case this doesn't work, we're gonna try again, all right? Now this might be a manufacturer's issue, all right? There's probably something wrong with this mechanism right over here, all right? Because there's a ton of videos, I guess, out there. And that says something about this lock, all right? I bought this house and this lock was already on. And you know what? It worked pretty good for about a year. And I had no issues with it. But I found if you have a little bit of resistance, so I'm just going to screw this in real quick. If you have a little bit of resistance with the lock, I think that's where the problems start to begin, right? It starts to strip or misalign, or some of the parts within the working mechanism start to kind of move around, or maybe even get warped. Who knows, like the spring and all that other stuff. Okay, so the next step is putting the faceplate to the keypad base. Now, I don't want to be redundant, but I will show this to you once again, just in case somebody is watching this video and missed my previous video, and to save you a whole bunch of hassle, and it's an easy fix, all right? Now, you'll look, now this has to line up with this, okay? You'll see obviously a shape, how this meshes together. Now, the only thing is, this is horizontal, okay? But this needs to be vertical and to be lined up with this piece, but it's not, okay? Well, you think, I should just be able to turn this. Okay, well, what if I pull that out? No, that's not gonna work because it needs to slide in here. Now, in my previous video, I mentioned that I was going high and low looking for the key, all right? To be able to, now let's see if I can get it in here. To be able to, oh my goodness, turn it so that it aligns. Just like this. Now I'm watching through my screen here. All right, so there you go. Now, if you don't have the key to this, I think you're hooped. I don't know how you would actually get that to align. I'm sure there's a way out there, but I don't know it. So I'm gonna put these 6 screws back in and attach it back to the door. And then I'm gonna see if it starts slipping again. All right, so I put the keypad back together and attached it to the door. Now let's check to see if this works. All right, it seems like it's engaging a little better. It's not slipping like before. But this is probably just temporary, right? Because everything wears down in time. All right, let's talk about resistance. All right, so you'll notice there's some play in this lock. Now, is this due to the resistance of this deadbolt? Because there's resistance, all right? Because you gotta kind of push just gently, but you still gotta push or else you're gonna meet resistance. Now this is to seal the weather stripping on this door, because I put a metal piece, okay, on my frame, and I designed that so that the weather stripping wouldn't have any leaks. So you gotta just gently press the door. Now, there's some people that might not press the door, and then they're going like this and they're trying to engage it and they're kind of reefing on it, and maybe that's the case. So does this resistance then kind of degrade the mechanisms inside the lock? So I'm thinking that's the case. So over time, that's just what's going to happen. All right. It is what it is. All right. If I have any more issues, I'll take this apart again and figure out another jerry rig fix. All right. Take care.